A warm welcome to all my students to my class. Let's begin our today's class with an interesting, amazing fact, and that is the bee hummingbird is the smallest living bird in the world with a length of just 5 centimeters. Isn't it interesting? Children, you see different types of birds flying in the sky. They are found in different colors, size, and shape, right? Have you ever thought what makes them to fly in the sky? Children, living things adjust themselves to their surroundings or change themselves according to the environment to survive. And this is called adaptation. So, in today's class, let us understand how are birds adapted to their environment. For understanding this, let us have a look on this mind map. Body is a streamlined shaped which help in reducing air resistance and thus saves a lot of energy. Now, what do you mean by streamlined shape? It is a special shape of the body which reduces air resistance. And resistance means a force that operates on the body or tends to slow down the body's motion. Alright, and the second point is forelimbs are modified into wings which help them in flying. Forelimbs are those limbs that are found in the front part of the animal body, which would be our arms, right? And hind limbs are those found in back part of the body, which are our legs. So forelimbs are modified into wings in birds, which help them in flying, and the hind limbs of birds are modified into legs. All right. The next point we have is the bones are hollow and light, which reduces weight and help them fly efficiently. Bones are hollow means um, they have empty space inside the bone, which reduces weight and help them fly. Then the next is bird's chest part is made of strong muscles which help in bearing high wind pressure during fast flying. So you can look at the picture and the chest part of the bird, it has a very strong muscle and this provides them strength to bear high wind pressure during fast flying. You can look at the tail of the bird, right? So tail of the bird helps in controlling the direction and helps in taking turns even at high speed. So when the bird is flying and when the bird wants to change the direction or when it wants to take a turn, right? So this tail is helpful in changing the direction or in taking the turn. Then birds have beak which help them selectively pick insects and grains. All of you look at this bird and the beak of this bird, right? It is conical and pointed, right? So children, we have different types of birds around us and these different types of birds are having different types of beaks as well. Depending upon the food they eat, they have the beak accordingly. Alright, so with the help of their beak, they pick up insects and grains for eating it. Now, birds have binocular vision. What do you mean by binocular vision? It means both eyes focus on the same object at the same time and eye movement is coordinated. This is what is known as binocular vision. Alright, now let us understand birds' nest. Different birds make their nest using different materials. So nest is a structure that a bird builds to keep its egg and babies in. Right. Now we will learn about the beautiful nest built by some birds. Example, tailor bird. Now in this picture you can see how beautifully the bird stitches the leaves to make its nest. Weaver's bird's nest. Weaver birds use a variety of plant materials to build their nests, including strips of grass, leaves, twigs, and roots. A weaver bird has a strong conical beak, which it uses to cut blades of grass that it will use in nest building. By tying knots, the bird makes the nest more secure. You can see the beak of this weaver bird, right? It is a strong and conical and it uses to cut blades of grass. Can you identify this bird? Yes, it is woodpecker. So woodpecker nests are in hollow trees, and rather the woodpecker makes the tree hollow by digging into it, known as excavation. And it takes about 3 weeks to build a nest. Eggs are laid and they are incubated for 7 to 10 days. Here we have a mind map to show three interesting nests built by birds. And we have Tailor bird's nest, Weaver's bird's nest, and Woodpecker nest, right? So Tailor bird nest, we can understand this. So it stitches together leaves to make its nest. And Weaver bird uses bits of dry grass and weaves them to build its nest. And woodpecker often finds a small hole in a tree trunk and enlarges it by pecking it at it with its beak. So these are the three beautiful nests built by birds, and only this much for today's class. Thank you children and have a nice day. Stay safe and protected.